South Africa, a country full of surprises. A vibrant land of stark beauty and alluring contrasts, South Africa is home to an abundance of wildlife, including the Big Five, and is well known throughout the world for its colorful people, rugged landscapes, and dazzling diamonds. This country's recent political triumphs and the tenacity of her people has inspired nations the world over. But it's the mineral wealth that lies deep within her belly that has made South Africa the envy of the developed world. It was this allure of riches which brought the first prospectors to the Highveld, to the town the locals dubbed Egoli, the city of gold. These stubborn and determined pioneers laid the foundations of the city, which became known as Johannesburg. But time brings change, and previously shrugged off as just another third world country in Africa, South Africa has become recognized as the continent leader. Johannesburg has grown into the largest and most developed city in Africa, and in this new millennium, across all industries, you will always find a South African company who is a global player and a leader in its field of expertise. It is this intrepid ideology that lies at the backbone of MCS Pipeline Services, a proudly South African company who has chosen to walk in their field of expertise, a road less traveled.
MCS Pipeline Services is in the business of live pipeline intervention. With the support of our technology partner, TD Williamson, we have positioned ourselves to be the market leader in this field on the African continent.
When Sasol Gas began development on their 865-kilometer natural gas pipeline from Vilanculos in the country of Mozambique to the city of Secunda in South Africa, MCS Pipeline Services were once again called upon to provide a turnkey service. This time to install the valves in the existing pipeline infrastructure.
The project was for the sectionalization of the Sasol gas network, and this was done by the installation of additional ball valves into the system.
As Sasol converts its industrial customer base in the Gauteng region to natural gas, the valves MCS has installed in the supply network will allow them to convert the system in phases, considerably minimizing downtime.
Obviously, this brings about a massive cost saving for Sasol and their industrial customers.
TD Williamson, who are based in Tulsa, Oklahoma, are more than just pioneers of hot tapping and plugging technology. They are the world leaders. With over 80 years of international experience in the pipeline industry, they were looking for a foothold in the African region. With their feet firmly planted on home soils and vast experience and understanding of the African region, MCS Pipeline Services were the perfect partner for a symbiotic relationship between these two market leaders.
Well, the joint venture between TD Williamson and MCS Pipelines is to provide a unique combination of skills and services which provides the marketplace, i.e. pipeline operators, plant and refinery operators, an A to Z service which allows them to upgrade, rehabilitate, maintain or repair their facilities without shutdown.
The close working relationship between these two dynamic companies allows for MCS Pipeline Services to provide clients based throughout sub-Saharan Africa with a range of A to Z services.
There is no doubt that worldwide companies are increasingly on the lookout for what we call solution providers who can provide the whole package of services from A to Z, what we call bundled ancillary services. This is happening everywhere, and we believe it might be particularly applicable in South Africa.
In the context of the oil and gas industry, MCS is a one-stop shop.
MCS Pipeline Services have the equipment, the technical know-how, the infrastructure, backup, knowledge, experience, and logistical support to provide a client with a professional turnkey solution of bundled services.
Well, it's about saving the client money, basically. Shutdown costs are extremely high, and we aim to provide services that allows the plant operator or the pipeline operator to repair, maintain, upgrade all his facilities without shutting down the pipeline or the plant, and therefore saving a great deal of money.
On a typical project, bundled services the MCS way would include pre-site surveys, excavation, cold cutting and welding, NDT or non-destructive testing, pipeline intervention, complete rehabilitation of the site area, and a variety of other pipeline-related services. MCS Pipeline Services provide this A to Z bundled service in a three-pronged approach.
The engineering phase requires us to carry out several studies, allowing us to make a detailed assessment of the problem.
Typically, in this phase, MCS will contract the services of a pipeline engineering company such as VGI, a company with whom MCS has formed a close working relationship on a variety of projects, including the Sasol natural gas project.
VGI is in the gas industry market since 1978, and we have worked together with international companies in the past, but I can say at this stage that MCS outperformed many of the other construction companies, including the international companies.
Once we've analyzed all the engineering data at our disposal, we will sit together with the consulting engineers and propose to our customer the best solution for their problem.
And we will provide the total solution for engineering, planning, implementation of that change of use without shutting down the pipeline.
As an environmentally conscious company, MCS will conform to all requirements as prescribed in the Environmental Impact Study. The implementation phase requires the mobilization of men and equipment to site. As mentioned, MCS own and maintain their own equipment, from trucks and cranes to hot tapping, plugging, testing and welding equipment. So no matter where your company is located in Africa, MCS can efficiently service your pipeline needs.
What makes the whole prospect of using MCS attractive to the clients is that the only other alternative is to source this kind of technology and personnel from places like the USA or traditionally in Europe.
Not having to mobilize skilled personnel and heavy expensive technologies and equipment from faraway territories has made MCS rather popular with companies such as the Sasol group of companies.
Oh yes. We depend very heavily on people like MCS. We know they keep ahead of technology. We know they always have the newest machines in. We also know that they tap knowledge from overseas as and when required. And it is just very good for us to depend on a company like MCS.
MCS have the ability to intervene into live high-pressure pipes from 1 inch in size to massive 42-inch pipes. It's specialized work. Cutting into a live high-pressure line filled with hazardous mediums could be compared to a specialist performing open-heart surgery.
A project like this, when you cut into a 24-inch main line, high-pressure pipeline, is for sure a very sizable project. We sometimes talk about the highway between Sekuna and Sasolburg, and this is part of the highway.
As it has been discovered in other countries, the T.D. Williamson technology used by MCS Pipeline Services has a range of applications.
MCS Pipeline Services has the ability to service a wide range of clients.
Yes, this particular product offering is not limited to pipelines. It can work equally well in gas plants and refineries. The technology of pipeline intervention and bundled services, ancillary services, can easily be applied in refineries with exactly the same objective of avoiding the cost of shutdown.
MCS's strength lies in its ability to use its know-how and technology to minimize customer downtime and in some cases even prevent downtime, and thus so doing saving them money.
South Africa has come of age. The pioneering spirit of our ancestors has not only paid off, it lives on. South Africa now stands proud with Europe and the Americas. Our world-class industries testify to that. At MCS Pipeline Services, customer opportunities abound. The service, skills, knowledge, equipment and experience that is offered by MCS Pipeline Services is unrivaled on the African continent. We invite you to join us on our journey of success. MCS Pipeline Services, leading the way in Africa. For further information, contact Dion Boertus on 2711 452 7312 or email dboertus@iafrica.com.